And we are live in 3, 2, 1. No, wait. We're not live.
No,
we're just
not
recording.
Live. We're just recording.
We are now recording in 3, 2, 1. Wait, we already started.
We already started. We're doing this. It's happening. Come to terms with it.
Witness me.
Open your eyes and watch this happen to you.
I don't wanna.
The original witness me.
Yeah. Welcome back, everybody. We have a lot to cover. First things first, the last game session that we did, we were all together in one place at one time, and it was amazing. So, being in person is really great. The downside is that we were not able to get a video recording that recorded the whole thing. So, we're just gonna have to figure out how to put the audio into YouTube, and then you guys can maybe just listen to it or to catch up, because it was pretty darn cool.
Really darn long.
So, who would like to regale our listening and watching audience as to what badassery and defeats you all suffered last game session?
There was lots of zombies.
Well, wait. Where did last game session start?
La-
Because
We
that's
were
that's
in
the
the castle. Fortress.
Last game
Yeah,
session
okay.
started with you guys making I think it was the realization that, oh shit, there's a bunch of fucking zombies that are gonna come over, and then you came back and you told Captain Hellstrom, and he was like, well, this is really bad because I can't get anybody to do anything about it. We have to figure things out on our own. And then you guys started figuring things out.
That was some of it, but not all the most important parts.
Yes.
The most important part was I blew up an entire bridge.
He did.
After finding out that Alexia was behind the
Yeah.
zombie
Yes.
The
invasion.
whole thing, yeah.
Oh, yep.
Yeah, he saw it with his own eyes.
Yep.
So,
Crushed. Emmett Brown's mentality was crushed.
was.
And he had to go and blow the bridge up, and then we escaped, and we told High Strung about everything. I'm not going to do his name right. My character doesn't like him.
Yeah.
It's my way of symbolizing that. And then we worked our asses off to come up with some good combat maneuvers.
You guys came up with some really great tactical siege protections for the city, and a lot of it was extremely successful.
Except for the fact the undead went in the sewers.
Yes.
And we didn't know they had sewers.
Yes.
I mean, I kind of
And
knew they
Inari.
had sewers.
Inari, I think, was suffering from PTSD
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yes. So, Inari, once the explosion started happening, the real ones,
Yes. Real ones.
she had a bit of a problem maintaining focus and had to be rescued a
Carried.
little bit. Yep.
Carried.
To be put into a place of safety where she could get it together and man up.
I know that at least three of the members of the team were outside the
Yes.
city walls.
Yes.
In combat with the horde of undead. So that
So
was pretty impressive.
so it was
Nefera,
Nefera,
Emmett, and we two were
and
out there.
Agron. Did you go out there too?
No,
No.
I was on the wall.
Oh, you were
It
on the
was-
wall.
It was it was the Jack that was
Yeah.
out there
Yeah.
holding
So
like, behind him.
Mick Grab and Stab, the Jack, was out there making sure that none of them got back and got past him, and when they started getting past him, then Agon summoned an earth elemental to help hold the line for as long as possible, while the rest of the group and the rest of the people who were assisting the group at that particular place did a tactical retreat because they just didn't stop coming.
And also because Nefera had figured out this is just the diversion. They're
Yep.
going to the church.
Yes. So, with that said, there was a bit of a separation with some of the group. John's character, Yishiram, led a valiant effort of several different watchmen that he rallied behind him to go and fight through the city. He even conscripted some would-be looters to join his side, and eventually everybody made their way through the city to converge on the church. I will say, however, that they passed a lot of really strange and disgusting things that the undead were doing. For example, there were several bodies lashed together to form a body raft that the skeletons were rowing. Yeah, that happened.
The body gondola.
The body gondola, yes. Once you guys arrived and converged on the church, undead started to come in more, and Yashirim made the gruesome discovery that his friend Cromwell Pickett was turned into a shambler. Very.
Had to put him down.
And you had to put him down. You didn't have to, but you did it because it was the
Well,
right thing to do, or
yeah.
something.
It needed to happen.
Yeah. He wasn't coming back from that one. And let's see, we had Agon holding the line by, like, what did you do? You did an explosion in the water or something? I can't remember what happened.
No, he created a sinkhole.
Oh yeah, you created a sinkhole.
Absurd.
Because as these the undead army was converging, they just walked through the river, under it, and back up instead of using the bridges. Agon was able to stem some of that by creating a sinkhole for them to fall into, and get swept into as well, because basically was flooding the Undercity with water and undead. So.
Then we ended up in the church,
Yes.
where we witnessed Father, what's his name again?
Dumas.
Father Dumas, Alexia, and did anybody write that guy's name down?
Oh,
I don't believe he gave you his name.
yeah, there wasn't any. It's some like epic
Inquisition
mage
wizard
though.
guy.
Yes.
Yeah, all I've got is
You
mage.
do know that you saw the emblem of that of the
Inquisition.
Inquisition. Yes.
Yeah.
Mage of the
He
Inquisition
was yes.
appeared, and
But before that, they all circled around the tomb of Lexaria, which happens to be Alexia's mother, who was killed as a witch and buried with the sword named Witchfire. You know, when it's a named sword, that it's important. I don't know why they buried it. That being said, she was trying to get that back. So she and the 4 undead revived witches were able to break the magical seal, keeping the tomb shut, and tried to get the sword out. And then the Inquisition mage tried his darndest to get it away from her. The players had a choice to make because the 2 of them were demanding the blade. I believe that Inari had the blade, and she decided not to give it to either of them. And then all of the zombies piled on top of her and all of the rest of the party in order to rip the sword from Inari's tiny little fingers. Yes, delicate tiny fingers. And then what's his
Alexia
face?
flew off.
Well, then what's his face tried to take it again.
yep.
And then she just piled all of the undead onto him, and then she took the sword, and then she teleported out of there.
Isn't it called the Falling Star?
What?
The Inquisition?
No.
No.
The Falling Star is is the seedy tavern.
Oh.
Yes.
Well, I wrote it into my important notes. I thought that might be it.
Nah, the Falling Star is the seedy tavern where
It's
you
still
guys
in-
met Hellstrom.
It's still an important note.
Yes. So, let's see. Is there anything else that anybody would like to add at this time?
Alexia tempted me to give her the sword, and so in exchange I shot the Inquisitioner.
Yeah, you did. I forgot that part.
And
Well-
then he came back to his
Oh,
friend's place, found the horse he had given her, and she wasn't there. Kid was under a chest under the floorboard.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so, Emmett had tried to send, his lady friend and, supposed son, out before it got bad, but she didn't make it.
Nope.
So, he found the whole place trashed, and, starting to burn because the building was on fire. And he managed to, luckily, hear the boy, that was trapped underneath a giant wooden chest, underneath floorboards.
I was able to save him out of the building, but only thing I found of my friend, Beth, was bloodstains.
Yes. Dun, dun, dun. Alright, I actually sent over the wrong notes, so I need to, take a quick second and send the right notes over. Oh, right. I'm gonna do this. Yeah. Probably not the... There we go. Oh my god, just make it work. Thank you. Oh, shit. What am I doing? Okay, there we go. And this too. Okay. Alright. Why is it... Okay, there we go.
Can I?
Yes. Okay.
Do you want this one?
I minimized, yes. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, so, we are picking up the game exactly at that point. I know that Emmett ran off, so he's by himself at this point with the boy. I'd like to know if John, was Yashiram continuing to work with the watch at this point? Oh, are you muted?
Yes, we were muted, and yes, I would continue to work with the watch.
Okay.
To try and get control over the city again.
Okay. And Inari?
I would probably be helping move debris and stuff out of the way with the jack.
Okay.
Like trying to do damage control, I guess.
You will have to go get the jack.
Yes.
So, that'll be one thing. And, Agan? You going off on your own, or what is your thoughts?
I'll help clean up. Are there any fires left to be put out?
Okay, maybe I do need this over here. I will tell you momentarily. And yes, there are fires that still need to be put out.
I'll go help put out fires.
Okay, and, Nefera?
I'm going to put down undead because while the ones she directly controlled, she released the enchantment on them, they left behind converted.
Yes. So, with that being said, knowing where all you guys are headed, I've got a little bit of an intro here. So, the streets of Corvis are filled with the chaos of mass confusion and terror as the merrymakers celebrating the longest night struggle to find refuge against the undead horde. Many don't seem to recognize that the mass of the intruders have collapsed. The sorcery that animated them was gone. Shamblers still walk, though, and the City Watch, as well as other brave citizens, work to cut them down for good so that no others can be killed or turned. Smoke from the fires blends with the rising fog to blanket the city in a thick haze. Visibility is reduced significantly, adding hysteria to an already tense and dangerous atmosphere. It's difficult to see who's friend or foe. Some have decided the only course of action is to shoot first and find out who they killed afterwards. The City Watch is doing the best they can under the circumstances, but it will take some time to quell the violence spread throughout Corvis. And we will start with John.
All right, so time to quell some violence.
With violence.
Well, when necessary. So how many of my merry band of conscripts and watchmen do I have left after that giant zombie battle?
I think that probably your conscripts have managed to slip away, or they're cowering in terror, and because they were right in the middle of the whole undead horde thing as well.
Right.
But you do have at least 3 watchmen, and probably more are starting to gather towards you, based on like what the other men that you've been leading have been telling the rest of the watch. It's like, so you're starting to gather as you move through the streets away from the church. You're starting to gather a bit more of the city watchmen, and even a couple people who have some crossbows, and even like this really big woman with like I want to call it is like a mallet, but I don't think that's the right word.
Sledgehammer?
A meat tenderizer.
Ah.
That's the one, because it has the little pointy bits at the end.
Excellent.
Yes, so you've got a bit of a following.
And the fair is going to be tagging along with him
Okay.
because humans are panicky. She looks undead to a good many of them. She does not want to be mistaken for.
I was hoping that you would forget that part.
Yeah.
Oh man. Okay. Well, I would. How close was the watch headquarters to the church?
We need to, I need to move to this. Are you guys on the Roll20?
Yes.
Alright, I am getting the map resituated right now. And I apologize, what did you ask, John?
Where?
Where the watch headquarters was in relation to the church that we were at?
This one, you think, or this one? Yeah, probably this one. Alright, so, the church is, over here. It's the, big number 13. No, I'm sorry. What is that number? Oh, 19. 19. It's the number 19, and where is the number 20 around here?
That's zoomed out as it gets, because it's a huge map. Oh, there we go.
There it is.
Oh.
So the bulk of the barracks is over in the closer to the top left-hand corner of the map at number 20. The others are down here at 17, and that's the jail and courthouse. So they're kind of, there's 2 different areas. Right now, you guys are closer to the barracks than the jail and courthouse.
Okay. So I think my plan would be to take the group that I've gathered now up to the barracks to see if there's anybody assembling there,
Mm-hmm.
and then split the group into 2 and send them in opposite directions around the circle through the city. So one would go like head towards that north gate and then down around over the river, and the other one would go south from the barracks across the river and then through like the dock area and all that.
Gotcha. Okay. All right. So you get to the barracks, and there are I want to say the best way to put it is more of it's a militia type feel more than a city watch at this point, because there's lots more people than just the watch. They have guns. They're part of the militia that would be there, kind of like, like how the Minutemen were in, American Revolution. They're citizens, but when shit starts happening, they are also soldiers.
Right.
Essentially.
Would this have been the militia that we were hoping would have been assembled to help us before this happened, or just like actual citizens just arming themselves?
I would say it's probably a mix of both.
Okay.
Yeah, the militia that I think was referenced there was some that are not normally in the city, but like a small contingency, and then the rest are in like a base somewhere outside of the city limits.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm sure that they'll be here, tomorrow.
After everyone's cleaned up the shamblers.
So,
for the ones in the sewer.
You see Captain Hellstrom up, like, at the front. He's really not hard to miss. He's giving out orders. People are moving left and right. He's receiving memos from other runners that are going around, informing him of where the most dangerous parts are currently in the city, so he can send people there to unendanger it.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I guess I'll report to him and see what his plan is, and let him know what exactly happened at the church.
Okay. So you come up, and he's talking to someone. He sees you. He nods his head, and he finishes talking to this person and sends them off with a group of people to go guard the steamworks and make sure that nobody's breaking into it. And because you're also dealing with potential looters as well.
Right.
So then he looks at you and he's like, I see that you made it.
Yeah, it was iffy there for a while.
It might still be iffy.
Well, yeah. Well, at least I don't want to. So out of character, I don't want to call it a boss fight, but I don't know what I would call it in character. Between like the three most powerful
threat.
People I've ever seen.
Boss fight.
The main threat has left.
Threat. The siege. During the siege,
Yeah.
the main threat has
The
left.
main threat is over, and
Yeah.
the siege has stopped, essentially.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell him. Oh man. Well, Father Dumas did his best to defend the church against the horde of the undead that were coming, but Alexia, who was commanding the undead, wanted it was a sword, right?
Yeah, it was a sword.
Yeah.
The witchfire from the tomb of her mother.
Yeah. So she wanted the witchfire sword from her mother's tomb, and before she could take it, a mage with that same symbol on the hand came.
The Inquisition.
Inquisition. I almost said
The
Illuminati.
The sign.
The Illuminati. No,
Sorry,
John,
Illuminati
it's just the eyeball, not the
Yeah.
eyeball in the triangle. So.
Okay. Well, Inquisition confirmed. And some powerful mage from the Inquisition came and wanted the sword. It was a firefight. Literally, I think there was some fire.
There was a lot of fire.
Perhaps some lightning. But I think that now it's just cleanup. Now we just have to get the city back under control.
Okay. He says that, he thanks you for the information, and it's good to know that the bulk of the horde is scattered, almost literally.
It is no longer a concern.
Yes. He is extremely concerned. Like, you can see his face, because he's, like, very serious, and then he looks like the slight, like, wide eye when you say, Mage of the Inquisition, because, and he says, don't speak that out loud to anyone else.
Nobody.
He's like,
Specs.
we will talk about that later. So no one expects the Inquisition. Yes.
No one expects
I was
the
like, so
Inquisition.
when he says that, I'll look back. I'll motion over my shoulder and be like, well, I rounded up a group of watchmen and citizens that are willing to help. Where should I send them?
Okay. He says, let's see what's over. Ooh. He says that right now the northeastern side of the city is starting to die down, but he has not received word back from. Where is that called? D. He has not received word back from the. I'm gonna go with. Should I go with C or D? Or A. You know what? No, actually, I know exactly where he's going to send you. So he's going to send you and your group of people, and along with probably at least 3 or 4 others, to secure the quad in the merchants district in particular, because he's concerned about looting, and since you had conscripts over, that you might do well in that particular area should you catch looters.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, out of game or out of character, is there any kind of martial law that can be put in effect that would change the punishments for crimes? Whereas like looting wouldn't be burglary anymore. It would, or major theft. It would be something higher on the list. Like punishment wise.
What's the punishment for major theft right now?
Major theft is 40 lashes and a month on the docks, and then also 5 gold piece bounty.
Okay.
Yeah.
No, because normally just, it would be, a break and enter situation. So everything is basically escalated to that major theft at this time, when normally it would probably be a little bit lower. So that is the escalation.
Okay.
Yeah. So if you can catch them, great. If you can't, at least try to stop them from taking too much, and we'll find them later.
Okay. I'd like to get some rope or something from the barracks or a supply house or something
you
to
can
find all of our major thefters.
You can get rope, and you can get, let's see, a D6 plus 2 in manacles.
4 manacles.
All right.
And then just like standard 50 feet of rope.
You can probably have at least 2 of those if you want, and because one of your other guys can carry it. So.
Okay. Excellent.
The woman says that she's really good at wrapping up meat bags.
I'll give her one of the sections of ropes.
I would just get large gunny sacks, so you can just start putting people in sacks.
Just tie everybody up in flour sacks.
Yeah.
Okay.
If we come by a baker with some empty sacks, we'll do that.
All right, and let's see, Nefera. Yeah, I'm assuming that you're gonna stick with that group right there, correct?
Yes.
So, you're standing there, and I'm assuming that you're going to be close enough to the interaction with between the two of them that you did overhear Hellstrom. That, not to mention the Inquisition. This is really important. Don't discuss it. We'll talk later.
Yeah.
Yes. So.
She's sticking close to John because she knows him, and furthermore, he knows she's a living creature.
Exactly. So, John, you definitely have a little bit of firepower there if you need it.
Excellent.
So, along with your guns and crossbows and meat tenderizers.
And such.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to transition over to Agon.
Yeah, I'm just gonna walk around, putting out fires. I can summon water.
Okay. All right. So you join a bucket brigade as they are working on dousing the smaller fires. The larger fires are being pretty well handled right now by these guys that just zap them. The mages that are just going around and getting rid of like a lot of the major fires, but there's a lot of smoldering that's after that could reignite, and that's when you guys come in and make sure that everything's doused completely. Let's see. Yep. Okay. There we go. So, you guys are currently moving to another location. It's you plus 5 others. One of them is a watchman. The other 4. Wait, how many did I say? I can't remember.
5 others.
Okay, yeah. One of them's a watchman, and the 4 others are citizens that are helping out. 2 of them have really disheveled costumes on. You know, and like the makeup is like smudged and everything. So you all move slowly through the fog. And as you guys are approaching the next building to make sure that it's everything's under control there, you see some shadows walking towards you in the mist. And
I will keep my eye on them as they approach and see what they are. And wait till I can confirm what they are before I react.
Okay, so they get to about 20 feet away before the other people start noticing them as well, and at least 2 of them are very panicky at this time because the way that the person is walking is very rigid and shambly. Maybe this is a person that's injured. You don't know. Do a perception check.
I'll approach cautiously and see what they are.
Perception. What you got over there?
Plus 11, so 20.
You have to push the 3-bar thing
Oh,
up here.
that's where it is. Thank you. I was like, where did it go? Oh. I was like, what? Okay, yeah. As he's getting closer, you've pushed the other people you're working with back a little as you approach, and yeah, it is definitely 2 shamblers. One is probably about 5 to 10 feet closer than the other one, because the other one is just like a more of an outline. You're seeing the shambler features in the one that's about 15 feet away from you now.
Is there anyone with weapons around?
The watchman has a sword, and one of the bucket brigade does have a hand crossbow that's on a sling next to him.
I'm gonna let them know that there's some shamblers approaching, because other than that, I've got nothing.
Okay. You want to just...
I will try to throw some rocks at him.
Okay. So let's do a quick initiative.
Four.
I need to control click. There we are. I don't want this. Oh god, it's so fucking up over here. Ah, god damn it. Okay. Okay, there we go. Alright, so he got a 4. The Watchman got a... Oh, I gotta get his stats up too, I forgot. I'll just get all 3 of them up. That's probably for the best. Okay. And he does... Okay, the Watchman got a 20. And the guy with the crossbow has... Oh, I'm sorry. No, it's a longbow. He's got the longbow everything, and he has a 13, and the zombies also got a 20.
Watchmen and Shamblers are first.
Okay. The Watchman will be able to act before. The Watchman is about 20 feet away from the thing, and so he is going to, not realizing there's another one just back there, he is going to do a charge and attack on the Shambler. That is a... Okay. Yes, and that is a hit. So, that's +1. What are their hit points? Okay. So he rushes up and slices down into the chest area with his sword, just making a huge gash through the clothing of this shambler who looks to have once been a reveler during the longest night celebration. And it's still standing. And so its turn is going to try to hit it. Because it does get 1 action. And it is going to miss. So, those 2 are done.
How much damage?
Oh, right, I
track
forgot. So, what did I roll? Sorry.
You rolled that.
Yeah. Hold on.
+1.
Okay, 5 damage. Okay, so who's next?
Bowman.
Alright, the bowman is going to, let me ask you this. He's got the bow strung, he takes it off, gets an arrow. Can he fire it in that same round?
Yeah, that's all he can do.
What?
Pull the bow, load it, fire it.
Okay, alright. And that is a... No, it's an 11. So, and he will miss.
Okay.
Okay, next.
Hug on.
Ooh. I will summon 3 stones and start zipping them at the shamblers.
Okay.
First one, I rolled a 22 to hit.
Yes, that will hit.
And that will do a d6.
What was the damage? Is it normally D4?
It
For them?
is a d6. It's actually 2d6 plus 2 versus undead.
Magical stone.
Alright, I just need to pull that up because I'm a little confused.
Nope, arrows. Point at the arrows.
No. Okay, this?
Yep.
This?
Yep.
This? No.
Yes.
Oh, sorry.
Magic stone.
Yes.
Not magic boulder.
That would be awesome.
Yeah.
Come on. Okay.
Actually, it should be 2d6 plus 3 because that's level, I think.
Use a normal
No,
range
it's
attack.
2d6 plus 2 because it doubles against undead.
Yeah, so it acts as a crit essentially on undead. So yeah, 2d6 plus 2.
So that's 10 altogether.
All right, so that one is down. So,
Watchman.
all right, the Watchman is going to do a perception to see if he notices the other zombie. Help me find.
Just +1.
Thank you. And he.
What's the zombie stealth?
It's not. Probably like. Oh yeah, he totally sees him. Yeah. Okay, so he sees the next one, and he looks back, because he just saw like a rock just pierce through this.
Magical rock.
Yeah, pierce through this guy's skull and drop him, and then he's going to charge the next one. And so I believe that's hits, because it's yep, that hits, and another d6. 6 points of damage. And then the Shambler misses again.
The captain loses 2 to his AC
Yes.
because he charged.
But I rolled a 5.
Okay.
So there's no way. There's no way, man.
It's a good roll, Brent.
Yeah. They're all good rolls, Brent.
Bowman.
Yeah, Bowman. Okay. The Bowman,
What do you roll?
well, I'm actually seeing if he can even see the thing. But since he rolled so poorly, then yes, he should be able to see them, because also the guy rolled up. So yeah, he rolled a 9. I think this one's gonna hit. Yeah, this one's gonna hit. And it's 1d8 plus 1. And then it's a minus something because it's an arrow, I think.
5.
Alright, so it does no damage. It literally sticks him in the heart, and it just stays there, and he keeps moving forward. Next.
Hagan.
I rolled a 3 on that one. That'd be a 6 altogether to hit.
He's using ranged combat in a melee combat situation. Does he have precise shot?
I don't have precise shot.
It means he hits the Watchman.
It does?
Yeah.
I thought it's only... Oh, he rolled...
I thought it just gave me negatives.
Check.
I mean, it would be funny if it hit the Watchman, so there's that.
I always did 1 through 4.
Yeah, you're right. That's what
I do. Now, the
Okay.
book says that I'm right because I don't want to look for it.
Okay, yeah, that's fine.
Actually, no, I do want to look for it.
Okay.
It's only fair. Precise shot. You can shoot or throw a ranged weapon at an opponent engaged in melee without taking standard -4 penalty on your attack roll.
Okay,
So you would suffer a -4 on attack rolls, both attacks.
Yes.
Right. So I would have gotten a 1. Or no, a 2.
Okay, yeah, that is going to miss.
Yeah.
Okay. And, I think I will do a percentage chance for you to, hit your ally. Thank you. Nope, you're good.
Okay.
I was looking for a 20%, 1 to 20, but I didn't get it. I got a 35 instead. So, it zings past both of them, and breaks a window.
Okay.
Alright, and then it is
Watchman.
fire's turn. And that is a hit. And then that's 3. Alright. And then
Bowman.
then zombie.
Zombie.
And that's gonna miss too. Okay. And then Bowman. No, that misses, and it's a 3. Uh-oh. Okay.
Yeah, see, it's the percentage. That's why I did 1 through 4. Made it easier. Oh, yeah. How much damage does he take?
Well,
D8 plus 1.
Yeah. 3 points of damage.
Got it.
Yep. So yeah, the arrow misses and hits the Watchman. What do you say, in the shoulder?
Yeah.
In the
do it.
shoulder.
Make it his weapon arm.
Yeah, and yes, his shoulder and his weapon arm. So he also automatically drops his sword and grips his shoulder and sees there's an arrow, and then he turns around and gives a WTF face.
Hagan.
Alright, I will try to fling my last pebble, and no, I get a 2.
Are they going to take out the watchman now?
Oh god. Well,
Yeah, roll the percentage. See if he hit the watchman.
oh yeah.
See if he
You're right.
finishes off the watchman.
Nope, he doesn't. So, yeah.
I mean, he's the dumbass who went into ranged combat zone. I mean,
yeah.
honestly.
He's the one who got in front of him, dummy. So,
All right,
yeah.
watchman.
Watchman. Let's see, does he have a side piece?
Short bow.
A short bow, yeah. So, nah, he is going to step back out of the way.
Uh-huh.
And, let's see, they don't get attacks of opportunity, right?
Zombies, they do, but if you're withdrawing, that doesn't happen.
Yeah, I think he's gonna do a withdrawal.
Okay.
And, hope for the best.
Yep.
Alright, he's gonna take a 5-foot withdrawal, and, now it's the opponent's turn, and they miss again.
Was he gonna pick up his weapon?
No.
Because that would provoke an attack of opportunity from the zombie.
Nope.
Well, not if he 5-foot stepped first, right?
Well, no,
because
because he stepped away from his sword.
He would need something to reach into the square he was in
Yeah.
and drag the sword out.
Yep.
Okay.
Alright, so,
Shambler.
Shambler is going to take a 5-foot step forward. And I don't know, that's all they can
That's
do,
all
right?
it can do.
Yep, that's all it can do. Alright,
Bowman.
Bowman. Oh, actually, Jay, did you want to do anything?
Yeah, I'll attack. I can summon another 3.
It's not the
Pebbles.
Hagon's turn yet.
Yeah. Well, it was.
No,
wasn't it?
Watchman got shot. He stepped back. Shambler swung at him. Bowman's turn.
Okay. Miss.
Okay, now it's Hagon's turn.
Okay, I got.
I have one job.
I'm sorry.
Alright,
That will hit.
I want to make...
No.
Okay.
He rolled the one.
Oh,
the
you rolled
first
a
time.
1?
Yeah, I rolled a 1.
Oh, okay. Never mind. That won't hit. I'm gonna do something.
Watchman. I can't see it over here.
It's a 22. So
Is that within your percentage that you set for hitting allies in combat?
It's not. It's
Okay.
just off.
2 points off, so you almost hit the Watchman. That's kind of cool. This guy just needs to drop to the
I
ground
know.
and pray not to be killed by his own teammate.
Okay.
After Watchman, Shambler.
No,
No,
well, the
it's
Watchman hasn't gone.
Okay, Watchman.
Alright, the Watchman will continue to withdraw, and the Shambler will continue to follow him, and...
Well, now he can take more than just a 5. He can
Oh
move
no, because
back.
the Shambler moved up to him, right?
So, if he moves like 30 feet back and the Shambler moved 30 feet to meet him, that means he's walked past the group.
Oh no, I thought it was a 5-foot withdrawal.
A withdrawal is a movement action
Oh.
to get you out of the way. 5-foot step is
Oh.
part of like, I stab at you, now I take a 5-foot step back.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
So
so
he's
never mind.
with-
He's totally out of the way then. Never mind.
Which, if the zombie's following just him, that means he's moved past Hagon and the
You're
bowman,
right.
and they're attacking from the
So,
rear now.
no, he did not. He would not have done that. He would have...
Try to circle around to get his sword.
Who?
Maybe get his pole or something.
Who?
Watchman.
I don't know. Nah. He's got
An arrow.
an arrow in his arm. So, yeah, he's not going to do anything right now. Except for cry a little bit, probably. So, there's that.
Okay.
Yeah. So, what is going on?
It's the Watchman's turn.
Yeah, he's not doing anything.
Okay, so then it's the Shambler's turn.
Yes, and the Shambler is where?
Right next to the Watchman.
Well, I thought they only can move 5 feet. I'm so confused.
Shamblers, zombies get one partial action. They
Yeah.
can either move, or they can attack, or they can charge if they have
Oh.
a straight line.
Okay, so if he was right there... Oops. I don't know, baby. I don't care, actually. So, there's that, too. It's confusing, and I don't want to do it anymore. So, what do we do about that?
The Watchman moved back,
Mhm.
and then the zombie moved up to him.
Okay.
And now it's the Watchman's turn.
Okay, so he's gonna move?
He can continue to run away.
Well, he doesn't want to run away, but he doesn't want to be right next to a zombie either.
Maybe he tries pushing the zombie down.
Okay, that's a good plan.
That would be the Watchman's CMB versus CMB.
Where's the thing? Okay, yeah, no, he doesn't.
No, so he's trying to push it back.
Yeah.
Trying to, and he's failing.
Okay, so... And the zombie hits him.
Rawr.
So, that's, what does he get? Where's the thing? Oh, thank you. 8 points of damage. How many hit points does this guy have?
15.
Where is he at right now?
Minus 11.
What?
He's taken 11.
No, he hasn't.
Yes, he has.
When did he take 11?
The bowman did 3,
Uh-huh.
and he just took 8.
Oh,
3 plus 8
see,
is
I
11.
thought you said minus 11 as in negative hit points
Oh,
by 11.
No.
I was like, what? No, that's
No.
impossible. Okay. Who's next?
The bowman.
Bowman.
After the shambler is the bowman.
All right. Nope. Oh, and also it's a 3, so... Oh, no, he's fine.
The bowman needs to stop shooting his damn bow.
Just hit him over the head with it.
Yeah.
Next.
Hug on.
Alright, I rolled a 19 to hit.
Finally.
So that's is that a crit?
No.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
So that'll be 6 damage to the shambler.
It's the magic rock, right?
Yep.
So it's 2d6
That's right.
plus
I
2?
rolled 2
Oh,
and
I
2
see.
and 2.
Okay, so 6. So what's
Yeah.
it out now? What's it at now?
This.
I think it's dead. Yes, it's dead. Okay.
And then I'll use a cure light wounds on the
Watchman.
the watchman. And that's a D8,
Nope.
right?
D8
7.
plus caster level up to 5. So yeah, he's up full.
Are you giving him one of the tainted ones or like a good one?
No, it's a spell.
Okay.
And I will use my heal skill to try to get the arrow out.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to get the arrow out first, then cure light wounds.
Okay. So,
So-
heal check.
Borrow this for a second.
13 plus 11 would be 24.
Yeah, you totally do a successful job of pulling the arrow. No props.
And then I'll heal him to full with the cure light wounds.
Excellent. And he is going to be really upset, calling the archer all sorts of names. So like, what the fuck are you thinking, you numpty? You know, like, just so, wants to deck him. And actually, maybe he will try. What's this, unarmed?
1, 3. It's going to be a total of 3.
Alright, so that's 14. Nope, it misses. That's okay. You're so mad. Alright. So, okay, I need to take a time out because that was really frustrating.
Okay. Zombies are an irritating monster to use.
Yeah.
And they get to do one damn thing and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And the best choice of action for a player to make against a zombie is to stab it and take a 5-foot step back. Why? Because the monster's only option is to take a 5-foot step forward.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it can do. So you constantly walking backwards, stabbing at it. That's it.
Okay.
And so the Watchman might have known that, but he knows it now.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're an annoying monster.
Yeah, I'm really frustrated by it.
Okay.
So,
Do you need to take a break?
yeah,
Like walk away?
maybe.
Okay. We're going to take a quick 5-minute break. I lied. It's not going to be 5 minutes.
That's okay.
And they're all dead.
No, everyone's dead. Game over.
I'm not dead. Although I probably will be since everybody left Inari. Thanks, guys.
Well, yeah.
Aren't here.
So,
Oh, I'm sorry. I had shit to do.
Yeah, my thing was she tried to take the sword, so maybe she's evil. No, that's not what my character's thinking. That's just what me as a person is
I
thinking.
really want to find that other dice, though.
What other dice,
The
baby?
dice that fell down.
I only saw... Oh, it's right there.
You're rude.
Everyone who wanted the sword was a bad guy.
No, I didn't want the
Everyone
sword.
who
I wanted to
wanted
keep
this-
it away from the bad guys. I was protecting everyone.
Everyone who wanted the sword
Don't
is a
worry.
bad guy.
I believe that Inari is not a bad person. You're just a child.
Yeah.
She's an
Exactly.
impetuous child, or what's the word?
And
An impetuous child.
honestly, we're leaving you with Dr. Dumas. He's like the most
Dr.
powerful.
Dr. Dumas?
Yeah, Dr.
He's got a
Dumas, sorry.
doctorate in theology.
Yeah.
There you
Sounds
go.
like some sort of DJ's name.
I know, right?
I'm Dr. Dumas, and I'm going to drop some heavy beats.
Wicked beats.
We are going to beat you up.
Oh my god, that's so funny. Okay.
That's my new DJ name, by the way.
Father Dumas or Dr.
Dr.
Dumas.
Dumas.
So,
They've called it.
as everyone goes their separate ways from from the church, Inari is left in confusion, alone, without any of the people who she was with just moments ago, surrounded by piles of undead, unmoving undead, but still, they were once undead, like 5 minutes ago.
Everybody left me. All by myself. Don't wanna be. No, seriously.
Yeah, Father Dumas walks up to you and says, "Are you quite all right, child?"
Puts a morning star to the back of her head.
Yeah.
Nope.
We've had enough of this shit.
You need to calm down.
No,
No.
I mean, I got shit to do. Are there any patrols heading over to the gate where my Jack was? From here. I'm just gonna start asking, if they're headed that way, because I need to go pick my shit up.
Even or odd?
Even.
No. Nobody is going that way. Everybody is regrouping at either the all of the watchmen are regrouping at either the barracks or the jail. And then going out after orders are issued. So, what else would you like to do?
Well, wait a minute. Here are the barracks.
Yep.
Right?
And
And here is the gate.
No. Oh, yeah, that is the north gate.
Yeah. It's the complete opposite.
Right. Sorry, I thought
Way.
the one at the top was the north gate. But it's
And
not.
we're at the church, which is here.
Which one's the north gate again? I can't see.
The one on the left side of the map.
Yeah, it is.
One.
To Merwin.
It's in Merwin. So, just so you know, there are living people around you. There's Father Dumas, there's a couple acolytes, there's some other guys that are hiding behind, some of the statues, like, you hear the most, is he gone? Yeah, I think he's gone. Okay, I think we're good. We should make a break for it now.
I guess I'll try to rally some people to come with me. Come on, guys, let's go take care of stuff over at the gate because we gotta go over there and check stuff out.
All right, how about you do a diplomacy?
Woo! And I don't have diplomacy, but whatever. That's fine.
Well, then you can default to your charisma.
Why aren't you asking Father Dumas to guide you there?
Would he have time to do that?
Fuck
You know what?
his
No.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'll
you're a child. You need to move through the city. You need the protection of a holy man.
right. That one. I'll do that then.
Yeah, okay. We'll do it.
Yeah. I'll walk up to Father Dumas and kind of tug on his robe.
Well, right now he is in his battle regalia, so
Right.
yes, he has like
I'm
a little.
sure there's some flowy bits.
He's got a
So
cape
honest
on.
cape.
Yeah, on his cape.
Yeah. Okay. So he will turn to you. He's like, "What is it, child? Are you well?"
I'm fine, but I have to get back to the gate. I have to get my jack so I can help.
But it's dangerous to go alone.
Well, then you should come with me.
Now diplomacy.
Make sure to use your googie eyes.
Googie eye.
Yeah.
18.
And ham that up a little bit more. Just
Okay.
a little.
Well, then maybe you should come with me. Please? Come on, let's go. We need to go right now.
Fine, I will go with you.
Yay!
He's going to yell at his acolytes. He's going to call out. He's like, "Start helping anyone who is injured." You know, that kind of stuff. And then he's like, "I'm going to the north gate to see who I can assist. And I'm escorting this child to find her Jack as well."
My name is Inari.
Inari.
I'm not just a child.
Inari the child.
I'm not a child.
You're a child.
To him, everyone's a child.
It's true.
Yes.
Roll.
No, he's not, but he's man of the cloth. Everyone's his children.
Ew.
No, not really. All right, so you make your way down through the let's see if there are some encounters for you. Okay, nothing there. Nothing there. Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Okay. You are heading towards the north gate. You're walking through the quad at this point. You're almost there. You can see the gates and you can see the piles of undead as well. Except one of them is moving still
Gross.
towards you.
Excellent. I will take a battle stance and grab my sword.
Okay. Where? So there's here. Let me get you a thing. So right now, you guys are almost to the north gate. There's several piles of bones, like on either side. What you see is looks like there's somebody walking, maybe towards you. From the fog, it's kind of hard to see. And let's see. Go ahead and make a perception check, please.
14.
Okay. So, as you said you pulled out your sword, right? And you
Yeah.
have your battle ready stance, like looking tough.
Yeah. Super tough. The toughest.
Okay. So, as you're standing there, Father Dumas asks you, "What are you seeing?" And then he sees it too. And then at that moment, something reaches out from the bone pile and grabs your ankle. What's your CMD?
17.
Yeah, they totally got you.
Okay. Well, that's fine. Can I chop at its arm? Chop, chop.
I think so, yes.
Will save versus fear.
Yeah, will save versus fear. Yes, thank you. I almost forgot that part. Yes, you can. You are prepared. That other stuff, you just turned it off like a light switch. Mm-hmm.
I turned it off.
And, yeah. And so you can go ahead and make an attack. To hack off the hand.
20.
I think it's a -4 for called shots for a hand.
Yes.
So 16. So yeah, you hit. Mhm.
Excellent.
And go ahead and do some damage.
6.
Yeah, I say you cut off that hand
Yeah.
in a very broken, weird fashion. You're
Excellent.
like, so the hand's no longer grabbing you. You've jumped away from the pile of bones. Father Dumas sees that the pile of bones is moving, and he automatically casts Turn Undead.
Excellent.
Everything around here is running the fuck away if they're alive, and also unalive.
If they're unalive, they're running away.
Yes,
Like,
including the one that was just right in front of you guys, about maybe 15 feet away. Can do that far, right? It's like...
Yeah, it's for most priests, it's a 60-foot
Yeah.
radius, and some priests get a thing that allows it to be a 120-foot radius.
wow.
So, yes. Any undead that is currently in your area is now running away. You hear some sounds in the fog, rattling, a little bit of crashing, and then heavy footsteps going away from you. And you make it to the gate, where you see, let's see, how long did the earth golem thing, how long does that last for, Jay?
Rounds.
Rounds? Okay, so it's not going to be there anymore. But the pile of undead that it slaughtered is definitely there, and it's stacked very high, taller than you, and the jack is currently unable to move because it has pinned itself down with all of the skeletons that it destroyed.
Awesome.
He's under a mountain of skeletons.
Okay. I don't know, like, I am not entirely sure how long it would have ran for, I guess.
Let's see. Let's do a percentage.
Or if it would still be able to move.
It is still on.
Okay, so it's just kind of pinned
It's
down.
chugging and puttering right now.
Okay. Can I make... Like, I'll go over and assess how the bones are kind of all over him, and make, like, an engineering roll on how to get all of the bones off of him the quickest.
Yes, please. The quickest way to get all of those bones off is go around to the front, climb up all the bones that are piled in front of him, and get to the top where you can push the 3 that are kind of just like jammed in like his machine bits up in the top where that made his joint seize up, and the rest of them should slide off the back of him so he can walk backwards out of the pile that he made for himself.
Fantastic. Guess that's what I'm doing.
All right.
Can I use acrobatics?
Yes. Yes, you can. Don't roll a 1.
I did not roll a 1.
Good.
22.
I'm going to try to use that on you, too. I'm going to try to make it happen.
Make sure to imagine
Okay.
the color of your dice rolling.
Ooh, okay.
That's what I do. I think of big red
Nice.
when I want to do that. It's like my focus dice to curse everyone else's.
So, a 22. You successfully managed to escalate? No, that's not the word I'm looking for.
Excavate.
No, it's a different word.
Fail.
I can't really think. Anyways, you are able to ascend the bone pile with relative ease while making sure that you don't touch any of the really nasty bones.
Excellent. The grimy ones that are still kind of gooey.
And then when you get to the top, you will need to do a strength test to remove the bones from where they are stuck in the joints. Father Dumas is like, "Are you all right up there, Inari?" He almost said,
just trying to get some bones unstuck. You know, stuff. Ooh, I have a crowbar.
All right, that gives you a +2.
Excellent. 18.
All right.
I was holding my breath.
You jam that crowbar in, and you manage to like wiggle the hook underneath like the joint of the bone, and 1, 2, 3, you rip it out. Go ahead and do a reflex check.
Oh god. 18.
All right. So as you rip out the bone, you lose balance for a second. Your foot hits the other bone that was stuck, and it just clatters out. And then you feel all of the stuff move behind you. And that just before you start moving back, your foot got caught where the bone was, and you can climb your way up back onto McGrabbenstab's shoulders, essentially.
Excellent.
Yes, so that's where you're at right now. You are positioned in front of the steam part in the back.
Steam
Right?
engine, steam jacks.
Yeah,
steam
you're so there's that, and then there's the 2 arms, and you're kind of riding on the steam part, the steam pipe part. Just kind of. You know what I'm talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yeah.
So I'm jack surfing right now.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah.
Excellent.
So, go ahead and do a jack handling roll and see if you can convince McGrabbenstab to leave his trophies behind.
My brain just didn't want to do math. 23.
All right. It is ready to go. And
Let's go.
Yep, so
Do
it
this.
backs out. And of course, you have to make one more reflex.
10.
That'll do. Okay, so it's walking out, and it's just jostles the wrong word. It practically throws you to one side as its shorter foot slams into the ground, rocking the entire thing this way. But you manage to hang on and are able to, if you wanted to, ride on McGrabbenstab back into the city.
Yep. That's what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Eventually, I just like the mechanical jack from Labyrinth, where like the little thing's like sitting on top and it's got the little handles and everything.
Like-
I want to do
Like the jack that was in that cock made in Bridge World.
yes.
Like that they was controlling from the inside.
Yeah, he was driving a lumberjack.
A lumberjack.
Yeah, I kind of want to build one of those eventually.
Nice.
So I'll just have like a little basket on the back going.
So as you're doing this, Father Dumas sees that you've got things under control mostly, and so he's tending to wounded that are on the wall that were missed by the undead. So he's helping people in that way while you're busy freeing McGrabbenstab.
Yes.
Okay, and then we will move over to. Let's see. We got an affair there. Yeah, so it's just you now. All right.
Okay. I jumped out of a window.
You did. You jumped out of a window. I think you probably cracked a rib or two.
Yeah, you had said,
Yeah.
But, yeah, that's where I'm at.
Yeah. With a child on top of you. He was like what, 7? Or
Yeah, 7.
okay,
I can check my notes.
7-ish perhaps.
Doesn't. I don't.
He's a small child though, so.
I'm going to check the streets for Beth. I'm trying to there was blood everywhere, so she couldn't have gotten too far if that was her blood. I'm looking for somebody staring at us,
Okay.
I'm trying to get my bearings at this point in time and look for some sort of level of salvation in the moment
Okay.
to figure out what the fuck's going on, where the fuck I am.
Alright. Go ahead and do a perception.
12.
12? Nice.
Yeah, I'm not really coherent.
Yeah, it's hard to see out first because you're trying to get your breath back because the wind got knocked out of you. And then there's a fog smoke blend that's making it really difficult to see past maybe 20 feet or so.
Okay.
Yeah, you're hurting right now. So you don't really see too much except for maybe some stars and the boy.
Do I know of... Does the boy look injured?
He's coughing a lot.
Okay.
Let's see how injured he looks. Do you have healed skill?
Yeah.
Yes,
yeah,
go ahead.
I went to school for that.
Go ahead.
That's in the 30s, I do believe.
Okay.
No, it's 26.
Okay. So yeah, he is injured. It doesn't look like physically injured, but the smoke has definitely done a number on his lungs. He's coughing a lot.
Okay, I need to move him away from the burning building.
Mm-hmm.
And I want to do so in one fell swoop. Get up, have him move toward the horse, grab the horse, and pull the horse away at the same time.
Okay.
And get away from the fire. All at the same time, I want to move up onto the horse.
Ooh, that sounds like
A fast mount is a 10, but I'm carrying the boy, so I don't know what you want to make it.
Well, I think it would be more of like an acrobatics, perhaps, instead of a
I
fast
have both.
mount.
I have ride of a 9 and acrobatics of a 9.
Okay, so either way it wouldn't matter, but I think that you can do it at a 15.
How about a
You
29?
critted it. So
So,
please describe this epic.
as I pull myself up off the ground, I'm making sure not to let Milo halter any. I shift him to the side that doesn't hurt so much. I begin moving down the street. I begin moving directly toward the horse. I grab its reins, pulling it back from the building because I'm pretty sure it's fighting with it.
Yes, it's
and
freaking
since it
out.
doesn't, and since it's not giving up too easily, I just pull hard, and at the same time, I use that momentum to swing myself and Milo up into the saddle, spurring it and heading toward the cathedral, to the church.
Okay.
Because I know Father Dumas will be there, and I can leave Milo in Father Dumas's hands, or at least the church will be a safe place to be. And and I'm going to ride fast and hard. I'm going to try to, if I can get there as quickly as possible. If the animal dies, I don't care.
Okay.
And I'm yelling loudly, get out of the way, get out of the way. And if I run somebody down, I run somebody down.
Let's see. How many people do you run down? Do 1d4.
2.
You knock over 2 people. You're not sure if they were shamblers or regular people.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
because you didn't stay around long enough to hear if they had any kind of surprise stuff or scathing words for you as you rode past.
It's fine.
Yep.
I ride hard. I push the animal. I aim for the fastest route. If someone looks like they're in my way, like a shambler, I just draw my pistol and shoot.
Okay. Yeah.
I had no questions asked. If a person's yelling at me, stop, there's zombies ahead, I'll just rush past him. And if there's zombies, then I will make my way around them.
Okay.
You know, I need to get Milo someplace I know he's safe. Then I need to go back, and I need to go through that building and see if I can find Beth as quickly as possible.
Okay. So, yeah, you are able to go ahead and do a ride roll because you are in the city with the narrow streets and stuff. Yeah, you're
22.
fine. So, yeah, you are a master of weaving through all of the clogged roads with people, with bones, with other stuff that is unmentionable. You get to the church. You don't see Father Dumas, but you do see 2 of his acolytes healing some of the wounded that have trickled into the church at this time.
I immediately walk over, and they probably have gathered parishioners and others who are tending as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I look for a midwife or a nurse.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you find a midwife.
And I walk up and I say, "This boy's name is Milo. His mother is missing, and I am responsible for him. Stay here to the church till I return." Or actually, no, I would say, "Watch him. Keep him safe. Tell me your name."
Your name.
Because that way I can, if for whatever reason she and I get separated, I can just
Yeah.
hunt
All
her
right.
down with my rifle.
No.
Wow, that one was a mouthful.
Yeah. Anne. Very simple.
I'm gonna write the other one down too. Anne Chamberlain.
Yes, Anne Chamberlain.
I sit there and say, "Anne, take care of that boy, and I promise you I will return for him." And without skipping a beat, turn around, haul ass.
Okay.
If I have to reload my gun, I'll reload my gun while riding. I'm going to drink some of the nasty tainted Cure Light to see if it can't help with my pain in my ribs.
Okay.
All right,
Yes.
So first I need to do a fort save. 18 plus 6 is 24 versus the 10.
Yes.
And then I do a D8 plus 3 for 9 points back out of the 6 I took from falling.
All right. Yeah, you're feeling much better, and it's a lot easier to breathe.
And so what I figure I'd do is I took the tainted Cure Light. I rode by a wine cart, grabbing a bottle of wine, poured out some of it, dumped the Cure Light into it, and began
Chugging the entire bottle.
to get some of that healing in.
All right. Yeah, that sounds good, and I like the way you did that because it's probably really gross.
Probably really gross stuff.
All right.
And then I ride hard back toward Beth's house.
Excellent. John, you ready? John
Yes.
and Nefera. You two have made your way over to the quad. Go ahead and start doing some perceptions because you guys are right now looking to make sure that this area is safe and the merchants are being the merchant wares are being protected.
Oh, I can see everything.
10.
27.
Okay. So, Nefera, you're looking around and you're seeing stuff, and, because you're not quite used to, like, this idea of mercantilism and culture, all this stuff that's, like, all gathered in this compacted place, you're not really sure what to look for first. And then, as you decide that you're going to go look at that corner building over there because a window is broken in it, you see the strangest sight. This giant, beastly creature is heading mostly your direction from the mist. And as it walks, you hear a boom, boom.
Intelligence check.
Yes.
7. I have no clue what this thing is.
The mist kind of obscures the
Yeah.
sound a little bit, so it doesn't sound mechanical.
But
Yeah.
it's got two glowing eyeballs
Yes.
coming towards you.
Yes. 2 glowing eyeballs. You can see it through the mist. And go ahead and do a will save versus fear.
It's also got like this weird black something with
like a black halo that's like with tentacles.
yeah. This thing's
19.
creepy.
All right, so you are able to, instead of staring and standing at it in fear, to start pointing it out to some of the other people that you're with, to be like, that.
No idea what this is, but it's coming toward us.
All right,
It's a monster.
John, you are noticing that for the most part, the everything is intact. It looks like, a lot of the revelry was happening in, other parts of the city, away from the merchants' quarter. So it seems to have been relatively free of looting at this point. There are some shamblers that have mostly the shamblers have mostly pushed themselves into alleyways, and they are like just banging into the wall, like they can't go any further, but they can't turn around.
Right.
So
They're running on PlayStation 1
yeah, exactly.
controllers. Bad angles.
So what would you and your crew like to do?
Let's see. Now, the quad, is it this white block of buildings between B and D?
No, the
Like
quad
here.
is the
7.
A right here.
Oh, okay, cool. How big is my team?
You have, let's see, you had 4 people with you. You had probably 8 to 10,
Okay.
including Nefera.
Well, do I see the giant stalking shadow?
So you are giving directions on where your pairs of watchmen can go and look into. You're also telling them to try to take out these zombies before they get their bearings again.
Yeah.
And as you're giving orders, you hear, guys, or whatever Nefera would say.
Well, you see, he probably see Nefera do her little shiver stop with that, and then she reaches out, taps somebody, and points.
So
Taps the
you
closest person.
you don't hear Nefera say anything. However, you do hear the ba-boom, ba-boom. So it's coming, and it's in the fog. It sounds like it's coming from everywhere.
Okay. Should I also make an intelligence roll to see if I can identify it?
Yes, please.
Okay. 17.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds just like McGrab and Stab, but moving a little bit slower than normal.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I'm not really going to be concerned with it, since I know it's McGrab and Stab. But I'll continue giving orders to my group.
Hold on. Nefera, it seems like nobody is paying attention to you, and this monster is coming closer.
I'm gonna stealth into one of the alleyways and wait and see.
Just pick an alleyway without shamblers in it.
I'm gonna pick an alleyway at random, kill whatever. If a shambler's in there, I'm just gonna stab it.
All
It'll
right.
stop moving.
Excellent.
And then stealth.
Okay. Yeah. You succeed. Go ahead and do your stealth roll.
Okay.
And it's gonna be at a -2 because you had to kill someone. You had to kill somebody while you were trying to hide. But that's it.
Come on, guys, it's me.
30.
All right. Yeah.
Holy crap!
You have blended into the wall, to the stonework. Probably because the stonework is also like a light ashen gray color, so it probably
And it's also very misty out.
yes.
So pale elf, pale stonework, pale mist.
Yes. All right. So
So while I'm barking orders, splitting the group up, I wanted to keep Nefera in my group, so that way,
She's gone.
we can keep an eye on each other.
mhm.
So I told the other 5 to go off, in one direction to start clearing alleyways, and I turned to the other 4 people that are supposed to be in mine, realized there's only 3, Because I mean, my perception was only 27, so and that was almost as good as it can be.
Yeah. All right.
So Nefera's gone.
All right.
Yeah.
So as you you stand, looking for
I
Nefera.
think
Go ahead.
she's going to reach out and tap his shoulder.
John, go ahead and do a will save.
Yeah. Oh no. 6.
Okay, you need to make a... What weapons are in your hand right now?
I would probably be holding my pistol.
Okay. You, need to make an attack roll, not to shoot your weapon, but to hit someone with it.
Okay. Like doing a wider.
Yeah.
Does it count as an improvised weapon because I'm using it as a club?
Yes.
Okay, so that's like a -2.
Yes.
Or is it -4?
No, let's do 2.
2?
I think it's
Okay.
2, right? For an
Do 4.
improvised weapon?
No, it's 4.
Oh, no, it is 4.
Okay.
But if you're like butting somebody with a gun, would that still be a club?
Well, it's still an improvised weapon because the gun is not designed for that in
Oh, wow.
particular.
So I don't feel bad for rolling poorly on this one. So that's a... Oh, it's only an 8. Yeah, I got an 8.
So Nefera just reaches up, pulls his arms down, and goes, "Nothing approaches from the mist."
in the background is the... And I'm like, it's... Nefera, it's just the... Did you actually
Inari's
name
Jack.
Yeah, its name is
She,
McGrabbin.
she's a teenager. Of course she named it McGrabbin
Yeah.
Stab.
It's Bodie McBoatface. I mean, it's
Stabby McGrabface.
Yeah. It was named via internet poll.
You will
Yeah.
literally see her not do her little shit look like, what the fuck did you just tell me? She's not even doing her little shiver freeze. She's just, and then, oh.
Oh, it's fine.
Excellent.
Well then, and then you can see she does the whole feline. That never happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
We are
Okay.
a little secret.
Yes.
Walks off towards it like none of this ever happened.
So, you guys, what, do you wait around to see if, McGrabbin Stab actually comes out of the mist, or are you
Oh, no,
gonna wait for it,
I'll-
or...
I'll start approaching McGrabbinstead.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Thought you were
Okay,
gonna say, nope, I just walk off.
yeah,
Yeah.
alright,
ended McGrabbinstead.
Inari, make a perception check!
Yeah, and Nefera's not trying to stealthy.
Sorry, 12.
She rolled a 3 on the
I
dice.
rolled a
so
3.
Nice.
She's so distracted by surfing McGrabbinstead.
Inari,
Teenager.
Inari, there are shamblers coming towards you.
Okay. Grab and stab. Get ready to big grab and stab.
So how loudly do you say that? Do you shout it into the wild?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's do this.
Well, she probably doesn't notice Nefera at all, since Nefera's passive stealth is
Yes.
She's a clown.
23.
Yeah, so when I hear Inari preparing McGrabbinstead for battle,
It's initiative.
oh, don't make me put McGrabbinstead down.
Hey, guess what? 16.
12.
Don't worry, I have to get real close to stab you.
18.
Alright. Well, you hear a high-pitched voice that is slightly shaky, but still very defiant at the same time. Get ready to make grab and stab! You know?
What's Nefera's initiative?
What's your... Was it 12?
12.
Yashirim's first.
So I'll man, I don't want to get closer because she might still be a little bit shaken and won't
No,
listen
it's
to
fine. I have a
anything.
10-foot reach. You should get closer.
Nope. I'm just gonna I'm gonna call out. It's Inari. It's safe. There are no shamblers here. Well, there are in the alleys, but not in front of you.
That's just what a shambler would say!
No, a shambler would say, "Oh."
You're saying,
And then I will step out of the way because I don't know if she believes me.
Alright, next.
Inari.
Wait, are you like shouting it in cupped hands?
Yes.
And then he
Shouting at
sidesteps.
And then he
And
sidesteps
I sidestep.
behind
So
a pile
just
of bones.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Behind a pile of bugs.
Yeah.
No, I'm kidding. That sounds like Yashirim. Yashirim?
Go ahead, do an intelligence check. Just to see if you remember it.
It's the wind that sounds. Oh wow. A natural 20.
I got
All right.
natural 20.
Yeah.
You can never forget the sound
So,
of my voice.
25.
Yep.
Haunts me in the most terrible way.
You do
He felt real
recognize.
weird.
You do
What?
recognize Yashirim's voice. You don't recognize his silhouette, but you recognize the voice.
Okay. Where are you?
I'm right here. And I'll step out into the street again. Don't kill me.
You jerk-offs left me! All of you!
Left
You a
at the
dead man.
safest place.
It's Nefera's turn. This is.
Well, the Jack has stopped moving forward, and she's yelling at Yashiro. I'm going to walk forward and say, "You were the one who," and say, "You were the one who left the safety of the temple."
Go takes care of some stuff. Look, I have to bring this thing back. This is a loner. They don't even know I took it. And then I start rambling off in Sylvan because nobody. I'm already upset, so I'm rambling in a language that nobody knows now. I
Oh.
could be speaking in tongues.
So what is it you're saying? Because I understand it.
Oh, right. It's like, this is where it gets interesting and we start figuring stuff out about each other. So I start rambling off. You guys left me and I didn't know what I was gonna do, and then I don't know where Emmett went. And he just went off somewhere, just ran off and left me. You guys left me, and it was stupid.
And that's all in Sylvan?
Yes.
Okay.
I hate you. I hate all of
I
you.
hate all of you, and you're mean.
And I need some coffee.
And I need a donut or something. Because I think my blood sugar is low. Because I'm getting really angry and I'm sorry. I really don't mean it.
All still in Sylvan.
All still in Sylvan.
That's great. Nefera, do you speak Sylvan?
Nope.
Oh, okay, just double checking. Cause that would be really funny.
I speak Eric and Signarin and Shir.
Gotcha. Whew, well.
Do you rebut or like rebuttal anything that I say?
No,
You're not gonna let me know.
no. Not right now.
Okay.
We've got shamblers to clean up.
Right.
All
I
right.
don't have time to clean this.
So,
puzzle.
So-
Nefera's going to go walk around and try and see if she'll like, this is no longer interesting.
Time to
Go
go kill
back.
some zombies.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll move on to Agan. Agan. All right. So you've successfully healed the the City Watch dude, and also quelled a fight between City Watch and the Bowman guy, and you've been back at work putting out flames and all that kind of fun shenanigans. Okay, so I just completely blanked out. Yeah. Thank you.
Because she's not going to
Yeah,
school.
exactly.
Let him go to this.
Exactly. Okay, so you are heading towards the next building when go ahead and make a perception check, please.
23.
As you are approaching the next building with the bucket brigade, you hear what sounds like a crying. Not in the building that you're heading to, but one that was already put out. And it's the school. It's a school building. No,
I'll go...
better. It's the orphanage. That's what I decided just now. I'm changing it.
I'll take a peek inside the orphanage, make sure everyone's okay.
Okay, so you peek into the orphanage. It wasn't really badly burnt, but the doors and windows was broken off of its hinges, and some of the windows are broken. You step inside, and you see a very curious thing. A shambler is just standing in front of what you think is a wardrobe or a desk area or what do they call those things?
Shift robe.
It's not a I think a shift robe because it's not really a closet, but it's like where they would store stuff, but it's not a closet. I don't know. In my head, it sounds. Yeah, we'll just do that. So there's a zombie standing in front of the door to a side room, and it seems as though the crying may be coming from the other side of the door. Every once in a while, the zombie bangs on it really hard, and when he bangs on the door really hard, you can see that it's starting to splinter. And he might get through if he keeps hitting it that hard.
I'm gonna yell at the watchman that had, what was he using, a sword?
Mm-hmm.
We have one we need to take care of in here. Leave the bowman outside.
Okay. Good plan. So the watchman's going to come over, and then he's oh, what is it doing? And so, as he asks a question, there's another bang, some more whimpering behind the door, but then it also kind of looks back to see what the noise was, and it sees you too. So let's do a quick initiative.
13.
Go to the zombie. Hagan's first. What's the distance between Hagan and the shambler?
I would say that it is
15, 20,
yeah, it's
25.
like 20 feet.
Okay, and I'm first, you said?
Yes.
I will swing at it with my staff.
20-foot distance.
Okay. So
it's a 20-foot distance. You have to hit it with your staff. You're going to have to move closer. Is there
staff? Yeah, I'll move up to it. And
is there furniture between him and their doorway or anything else blocking it?
Yes, because in this is like an entryway to the orphanage. There's going to be there's a table that's not really blocking you, but there's a desk that's behind it that is blocking a straight line to the zombie. So if you imagine, like, here's the floor right there, then the table is like this, and then the desk is like this. So it's kind of like it looks like it could be stepping things.
So they would be fighting over the desk?
Yes.
Okay, that gives them a +2 to both their ACs when they get attacked.
Mm-hmm. If you attack from the desk.
Other side of the desk.
Yes.
Okay. A staff is a blunt weapon, right?
Yes. That's wielded in either one or two hands.
Okay.
And how do you have a?
You get to add in your strength times 1.5.
Okay. 13
That'll
plus
hit.
2. Okay. And trying to look for a staff.
It does a D6.
Yes, D6 if it's
Yeah.
if
it's
you
a
use it
D6.
twice. Yeah.
D6. What's your strength bonus?
1.
So it's going to be 2, so 7 points of damage. The zombie has a damage reduction. So it doesn't...
No, it's 2.
That's right, you have to use a slashing to ignore that.
Okay.
So you hit?
I forgot that part.
Yeah, no, it's fine. I'm doing this, remember?
Mm-hmm.
So you hit. It does a minimal amount of damage to the zombie.
Okay.
After Hagan's turn, it is now the Watchman's turn. He's going to immediately move up past the desk so that he can gain a flanking bonus against the zombie.
Okay.
Can he move where he doesn't provoke?
Yes.
If he has to, he'll do an acrobatics roll through its area.
Yes. I would say, well, he would have to kind of acrobatics a little
Right,
over the desk.
Go over to the mercenary. Dex is 1. He has no acrobatics. Okay, go ahead and roll.
15. So yeah, that would.
16. Go to the zombie. I think the zombies was a 14.
Yeah.
Yep. So he acrobatics to a flank on the zombie.
And now
is he in the rear as well?
Yes.
So he's got a +4 on this attack.
Okay.
And
he got a 1. He rolled a 1.
So he rolls a 1. He rolls to the other side and he misses.
Yeah.
The Shambler's turn. Since the Shambler saw both of them,
yes.
The Shambler's going to want to turn and attack the one that's going to be the easier target because they're not dumb.
That's true.
And that would be the mercenary.
And that would be the mercenary. So let's see if it hits. Ooh, I think it does. Yep, it does.
All right, so the mercenary will take a D6 +4.
Okay. 2.
6 points of damage.
Ouch.
All right, he can take this. He can take some punishment. Hagan, the zombie is now facing away from you, and you have flanks, so you have a +4 to your attack. Go back to the zombie.
11.
Miss.
Yep.
Okay. Watchman's turn.
Okay.
Now he's got the zombie's attention. He just got hit. Go back to the Watchman. Of his hit points, he's going to call defensive, partial defensive. So he gets +2 to his AC.
Okay.
And suffers 4 to his attack.
Okay. So 15 plus. So it's a 15 total, and I believe that does hit the zombies, and so that's a D6.
D6 +1.
+1. 6.
So it's a good, solid hit.
Yes.
All right. The zombie's taking a bit more damage. Now it's the zombie's turn.
Okay.
All right.
It rolled a 1.
It rolled a 1. So the zombie goes after the Watchman. He flings his shield up and catches the zombie on his shield. So now it's Hagan's turn.
The zombie is currently stuck on the shield of the Watchman.
So you have him flanked and rear attack. So another +4 to this roll.
Okay, so I'll hit. I rolled a 15.
Okay.
And you said it was a D6?
D6 +2.
So 5 damage.
Alright, no damage because of the damage reduction. Alright, after her gone, it's the Watchman's turn.
Okay, it's gonna attack it again
He's not,
defensively, right?
He's going to remain defensive.
Yes.
Because he doesn't want to die.
Yeah.
Nope.
Nope, that's gonna miss.
Shambler's turn.
What?
I gave you turkey. Go away. +4.
+4, so that's 16.
No,
and
that'll
that
miss
will miss.
because
he's
mercenary's
defensive.
AC is 18.
Yep.
I had Hagon's turn. That'll hit. But that'll do no damage. You are whacking this thing pretty hard, but it seems to have little to no effect. You might need something blunt and heavier, like a desk.
Well, it is blunt.
Yes, the things have damage reduction versus slashing, so you have to have a slashing weapon to ignore them. Skeletons have damage reduction, bludgeoning.
Ah, okay.
So your weapon right now you're using is great against skeletons. Alright, so the Watchman's turn. Still fighting defensively.
Got a 5, so I'm gonna say that's probably no.
Probably a no. Alright, the Shambler's turn.
Nope.
That's a no. Hagon's turn.
19 with daggers, does that crit?
That will be a crit.
Yes.
Okay, do I need to confirm?
Are we doing that?
No,
Confirming?
we're not confirming.
Okay, so you critted?
Okay.
Yes.
A dagger is a d6?
D4.
D4.
So 2d4 plus 2. 7 plus.
7, 9.
That'll kill the Shambler.
Yeah. Okay.
Was that better?
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I'm glad I can help.
Okay. So, you have successfully slain the zombie.
And I will hand the Watchman one of the bad healing potions, but I will warn him it goes down very rough, but it will do the trick.
Fort save versus a 10.
Yeah.
He has a +5.
Oh, he makes
I don't know
it.
if he wants to drink it yet or not, but
He's taken 6 points of damage
Yeah.
out of his 15. He's almost at half.
Yeah. So, yeah, he makes a save.
D8 plus 3.
8.
Alright, he's up to full. You can.
And he is kind of like, "Bleh, bleh. You weren't lying. He's like, you weren't lying. That's disgusting.
Maybe even ask, why the hell would you
He's like,
make
why?
it this
Yeah,
way?
exactly. Why? Who would make it like this? Yes. All right. What would you like to do?
I'll check the rest of the orphanage and make sure everything. I'll open the door actually and let them know that they're safe.
The door is locked right now.
Okay, then I'll yell through to them that they're safe. I'm going to check the rest of the orphanage to make sure everything's secure.
Okay. They will unlock the door, and one of the older children will stick her head out and sees you and sees the Watchman, and she's like, and then she like tucks back into the door and closing it, and she's like, I think we're safe now, and then opens the door, and you see like 7 children like stuffed into this water closet, like they're literally crammed in all the way to the other side. It's like over the John and everything. Yeah, they were hiding as best they could. All right. So as you go and explore the rest of the orphanage, there are no other zombies up here, thankfully. There are several other children that have hidden themselves in closets, like put up stacks of chests and hid behind them. So you have maybe another. Let's see. Roll a d8 plus 2.
8.
All right, so you find another 8 more children hiding out on the upper floors of the orphanage. Yay! You say.
I'll try to console them and let them know that everything's okay.
Okay. Where are you going to take the children with you doing the water bucket brigade, or what would you prefer to do at this point?
Is there no adult around?
Nope.
Um, is the place able to? How young are the children? What's the youngest
They
age?
range from probably 13 to 4.
Is the place able to like be locked up and secured?
No.
Okay. Um, I'll I'll just have to stay with them, I guess, and try to.
Shepherd them through the night.
Yeah, I guess.
Okay.
And I'll tell the watchman to go find out who's supposed to be watching them, and if we can get someone else in here. So tell them to look for someone else who can come watch them, because I'm not qualified to do so.
As you tell him that, and he's like, well, we could just take him to the church.
Okay, yeah,
They'd be
we could.
safe there.
Yeah, we'll do that.
All right, so you gather up like 15 Churins, and they huddle around you and around the watchman, like they're everything, every sound, everything that kind of moves in the things that they jump at everything, and so, let's see. All right, but luckily, the streets where you're walking right now are clear, and you managed to make it to the church without incident.
Great.
Yay! Save the day. Okay. So we did that. We did those. All right. You you're on racing back towards.
Racing back. Reload my pistol and let me mark up. Have I had to shoot anyone or anything?
Yes, you have shot a couple things that looked dangerous. All right. Before we get into your thing, I'm gonna take my
Yep.
peers
Go for
and
it.
get a little snack, and then we'll do yours, and then yes.
Okay.
Time out, everybody.
I need to know how many times I shot, so you need to think about that because that's important.
Yes, I'll think on it. All right. I'll be right back.
Okay. She's really happy. I went and ate some turkey, and I was sitting there feeding her turkey while in the kitchen. She was completely surprised to have turkey this late at night.
Well, I mean, that and she needs her feet. Poor little baby.
That's why the hell she was acting that way after my second piece of turkey for her. Like, where's the rest? Because she's hungry. It's her feeding time. Okay.
Okay. Baby, did you need to make your shake?
No.
Okay. I'm gonna drink all of this, and then I would like some more, please.
Okay.
is hard to drink.
It's just Pepsi.
Oh my goodness.
Do I can do it right now?
Yes. That's all what I got. But I only need a little bit. Sugar is good brain food. Thank you, my love. I'm gonna finish this peppermint, and then we're gonna do stuff. So, while I'm eating this peppermint, go ahead and describe your adventures running back. You have fired twice.
Tearing through the streets, the horse is foaming at the mouth at this point in time because I'm not letting off. I take the final turn toward Beth's house and see that the fire has consumed.
Nope. The fire has been put out because the mages wanted to because that building is also attached to several other buildings, and if they didn't put that out, it would spread everywhere.
Seeing that the fire that consumed the building has now been diminished, I ride the horse up, but before I have a chance to bring it to a full halt, I just leap off it, run toward the door, barreling into it with my shoulder if it's shut. If not, I just run into the building, throwing a cloth over my mouth, and drawing out my longsword, just in case there's any danger on the inside.
Okay.
While we were in the castle, I had rummaged to pick up some odds and ends, and this longsword is going to be put to use if I need to. I rush into the first floor, hit the stairs, and begin heading up quickly as fast as I can. I don't know where she's at. I don't know what danger she's in. I need clues. I need answers. As I round the third floor, I slam into her door and begin scanning the scene, looking for some evidence other than the bloodstains I saw when I first arrived.
Okay. Go ahead and roll perception, please.
20.
Okay. The smell of smoke is pretty intense still. It just has permeated everything. Most of the things that are in the sitting room looks like it survived the fire fine, because most of the fire was on like the lower half of the building and it was coming up towards where she and Milo live. You notice that now that you have more time to look at it, that this was definitely, it could not have been the work of shamblers. It looks like somebody was looking for something in particular. You even see like the carpet is torn back, and in one section of the wall, and then the bookcase that was in there is like slammed down onto the floor. Lots of broken bits. In the bedroom, you see the scene as I described. It doesn't look like enough blood that someone would die. And what you said, you got a 20?
20.
Yeah, with the way that it looks to you, it looks like it's probably more than one person. Like there was a fight in the bedroom. Because there's splatter one way, and then there's a drop, little puddle like on the bed, but and then splatter on the wall where it wouldn't make sense to have both. So you can make the assumption that there was some sort of fight in here. And I'm gonna say that the mattress is like turned to one side too. Like they flipped it, tried to look under the bed, and then it just crashed down, and is a little off kilter. The chest is really fucking heavy, and so you see that you can't tell if it's shifted because that's how you left it, or if they had tried to move it and were not successful. So as you are going through the room, you're not seeing anything else until you go back into the other room, and you see, because you've swung the door wide open and then didn't do anything to close it, I'm assuming because you didn't say it.
Nope.
The door has swung back to kind of almost shut, and on the back of the door is a dagger with a necklace that's over it, stabbed into a piece of paper. And go ahead and do your knowledge local.
It's just an intelligence check for me. 12.
Yeah, that's enough. It looks a lot like the Griffin family symbol.
The dagger?
No.
The necklace.
The paper.
The paper.
The necklace is Beth's.
Okay. Where does she keep her money at?
I'm gonna say that she keeps it underneath where you found Milo.
Was there anything in there with him?
Yes.
Okay, I'm gonna go get it.
Okay.
I don't know what it is. I'm just gonna write down Beth's fortune.
Okay. Go ahead and roll 2d10.
A 7 and a 10.
Okay, so that's 17 silver pieces and 28 coppers.
Does she have a pimp?
No, she is her own woman.
Does she have a madam that she goes through?
Yes.
Does she correspond with the madam about who she sees?
Yes. Because, there are people who she will not see because of, reasons.
So anyone she sees, the madam would have known.
Yes.
And anyone who comes in and out of the building, the madam might have known that. Where does the madam live?
Let's see. I would say that she probably lives close by, actually. Probably in the same building, I would assume, because they would... This is kind of a whorehouse, but it's not really a whorehouse. Yeah. It's like a in-between. It's supposed to be a, I don't want to say casual, but it's supposed to be a more residential style whorehouse.
Where you go, you can spend the weekend with someone.
Exactly.
Yeah. All right.
Not that. There's too many A's already. Yeah, that works.
Okay. I dash downstairs to Miss Tooley's room.
Okay.
I'm taking the dagger, the note, and the necklace.
Okay. So let's see. She's not in her room. And she's not in her rooms, her apartment. The door's open to her apartment, though. Like it's
I'm going in.
Okay, so
I'm calling out for her. Miss Tooley.
You you don't see her, and you also notice that it looks like everything is relatively in its place. One of the walls is scorched black, and then there's burn marks along the carpet where the fire was starting to spread before the mages put it out, or I should say, the witches from the mage tower put it out. And let's see. But she's not in the building. She's not in her rooms at this point.
Okay.
Go ahead and let's see. Do an intelligence check one more time, please.
21.
Okay. So you know that Madame Tooley is a reveler. That's how she meets, and she's also a high class reveler. So she meets a lot of fancy people that like to have fancy women.
Yep.
And so she was most likely out in the festivities at this point. So you probably will have to wait and see if she, one, is alive, and two, comes back to her house. I think that, actually, you would know that the majority of the fancy people's parties happen in the Armorsburg, because this is where all of the really expensive shops are, the specialty stuff, the guns, lots of money.
Got it.
The Merchants has a lot of money. It's spread out between a lot of a lot of shops. This is like straight up money, all around D.
Okay.
So, if there's anywhere, you could probably start looking there.
Okay.
See, that's your best assumption at this point.
I want to look at the knife.
Okay.
Has it got any identifying markings, or is it just a kitchen knife?
It is just a kitchen knife. Well, I don't want to say kitchen knife. It's a letter opener.
It does dagger damage? That's a big-ass letter opener.
Well, no, it doesn't do damage. It just is stuck into the door.
Oh, it will do damage. I'm pretty sure that's going to do some serious damage to somebody.
I mean, it's a sharp one, so there's that.
Good. So it can pierce things
Yes.
like eyeballs and skulls
Yes.
and hearts.
Yes, all of those things.
I'm going to change it from dagger to letter opener.
Okay.
I'm going to read the note.
The note is simply that mark. It's like somebody drew on a piece of paper this thing. Like they left a calling card.
Yeah, I know. Me and Hagan let one person go.
Yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, do you remember his name?
Oh, fuck, no. Do you have it written down?
No, not on these notes. Let's check the older one. No.
Well, we can make up a name for him.
Yeah. Anyways, he can be found.
I want to have a nickname for him instead.
Oh,
Where's the
fantasy generator?
Yeah, where's that?
The fantasy generator. Push the arrow.
Oh, right.
And it's the first one.
Okay.
You want a fantasy nickname?
Yeah,
Hit the R. See the white R up there?
No.
Next to fake. That's another name generator.
Okay, well, that's not what I'm looking for.
Okay, then I don't know what you're looking for.
I know, just give me a second. This is a weird... This is really weird. I don't like the... Why is it set up like this? I don't understand.
Hell if I know. That's why I said push the R.
Bandit name generator. Excellent.
Oh, please give him Blue-Eyed Berry.
Okay. Blue-Eyed Berry. It is.
Jay, we're going to have to find Blue-Eyed Berry again. That was the one we let go.
Yeah. We let him go, or didn't we turn him in?
No, we let him go. We put the other one into a box and then sealed the box.
Okay.
The one who was running the show.
Yes. Okay.
Now is the worst time to go do anything.
Yeah.
So I'm going back
There's
to Milo.
so much chaos. Yeah.
I'm not gonna kill the horse, and I'm going back to Milo.
Okay.
And then when I get to the temple, I'm going to take advantage of my devoted healing training and take a 20 on everyone I need to help heal, which means I will automatically heal a D4 in hit points if they have a real injury.
Okay.
And I apply my trade as a healer so much that I'll take off my coat, put my weapons and all my stuff, get out a bandaging kit, and look like a fucking doctor for once.
Okay. Definitely. There's a lot of people. There's quite a number more people as you come back the second time, and you see Agan has led in a whole gaggle of children,
Okay.
and so he's like trying to find somebody to take them off his hands. Like, hey, I found these kids. Where do you want them?
I say, leave them here, gun. I'll watch after them. Take my weapon belt off, setting it off to one side. You're gonna pull an arrow out of the watchman's shoulder.
Yeah.
Did you ever pull that off?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, I did.
Okay. All right, so I have devoted healer says I have I can do things like surgery and stuff. So if I need to pull arrows,
Yeah.
or put
There's
bones,
there's
brace bones.
people with broken bones, like big lacerations, head injuries,
Okay.
that kind of stuff.
Brown paper and paste.
Bullet and arrow wounds because someone mistook them for shamblers.
Yeah, lots of that. Probably a couple gunshot wounds as well, because people are mistaking other people as shamblers in the fog. It's like shoot first and see who you killed.
All right, pull bullets and try my best, and if I can't, I'll dispense with some of the shitty healing potion. I'm not worried about keeping any of it, so if I go through all 9 of them, I go through all 9 of them.
Okay. You go through 6 of them, helping some severely injured people.
Okay.
The people that basically the acolyte said that we're probably going to lose these ones. So
You know nothing about healing.
yeah.
I shall show you the ways in which Mammonoth taught me. Bastard.
Okay. Is there anything else that you would like to do?
Take care of Milo.
Okay.
Take care of these kids.
Yeah. So Milo is
Plot
looking.
the death of several hundred people.
Milo is looking much better.
Good.
But he is pretty tearful.
Okay.
Alright, let's see if there's anything else. Oh yeah, let me go to this one. Let's see what I have written down. Oh yeah. Do you talk to Milo?
No, not right now.
Okay.
There's a lot of shit going on.
Okay, that's
Last
fine.
thing the kid needs is to be reminded of the horrors he just saw.
Yeah. Okay, that's fine. Then let's see. I think is there anything else anybody in particular would like to do with this? Basically this is dealing with the initial shock of what happened in the city. So Inari, I'm assuming that Father Dumas, now seeing that you have your friends here again, he's going to leave to go back to the church and start taking care of people coming in there, and you guys are going to find looters, but they're very few in number, because after the first shots that ring out, it's going to deter any others from coming over to the merchants district. So, let's see.
Probably after the first one gets stabbed by a strange creature.
Yeah.
Everyone's going to go, there's some new undead down there.
Yes, I love that. I love it. That would totally happen because you're like a ghost in the fog. That would be so cool. Yeah.
And it's smart enough to use a weapon.
Do you have intimidate?
Yes, I do.
Give me a roll just to see what you got.
Uh, 21.
All right. So, yeah. You are probably the most effective looter avoidancer. What do you call that?
Looter deterrent.
Yes. It doesn't, because you sneak up through the shadows. John, Yashiram has lost track of you at this point, and you see looters going in. They're trying to get stuff. They're climbing out of a window, and then you literally appear in front of them out of nowhere. And it would be your choice whether or not you actually want to kill them or bring them over for...
Bring him over to Yashiram. She's good. She won't kill. Although she will make an exception if the people who have taken Beth, or if she finds out about the children smuggling, she will make exception for like griffins and other.
Excellent. So,
people.
you don't have anyone who's like wearing the colors, so to speak.
Mm-hmm.
It's mostly opportunists. And none of them really put up a fight because they're scared shitless of you.
Literally?
Literally in some cases, yes.
Yes.
And you all you're successful in deterring any further looting in that section of town. And then we move on. If there's nothing else that anybody wants to do in this first shitstorm. Let me get some
She doesn't know about the griffins yet.
No, she does
I'm
not.
saying later she will know. Later.
Let me get a constitution check from everybody, please.
Fortitude or Constitution?
Would it be fortitude?
Yeah, it's fortitude.
Yeah, fortitude, please. And your constitution score.
12 and a Constitution of 15.
Okay.
I got a
Good, Jay.
14 and a constitution of 15.
Okay.
I got an 8 on my fortitude check, and my constitution's 15.
Okay.
And I got an 8 on my fortitude check and a constitution of 13.
Okay.
Wow, John has the lowest constitution score. Everyone has the same one, 15.
Yeah.
I got a 11 and a constitution score of 15, so...
Okay. So, Nefera and Agan, you guys are just trucking it. Even though you've been up, gosh, has it been well over a day now, I think? Because you guys are, like, spellless, but you're still moving forward, getting stuff done, helping out where you can. Inari, you start to crash a little bit, and then a lot of bit, and then you wake up and start, like, as you were about to start slipping off of McGrab and Stab.
Excellent. I will, I'll start heading back over to the church, because I know that's where it's safe for now, and, like, park it and take a rest.
Okay. And Ishiram, you're feeling it now. It's catching up to you quick. You know you got maybe another hour, and then you have to go to, you have to get some rest.
Okay. I don't want to cut too close and fall asleep on my feet in the streets. But,
especially if there's still shamblers about.
Yeah, or people who think I'm a shambler.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll go with Inari to the church. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As you two arrive at the church, you're seeing a lot of triage happening. A lot of people have been coming here. A almost, it seems, as many people as there were skeletons that were surrounding you. There's a lot of people that are coming for treatment right now, and because they know that this is like the safe place to go.
So there's probably even a line to get in.
Yeah. So,
We know the back way in.
this is true. So if you choose to go the back way, you'll still see a lot of people, and go ahead and roll a perception, both of you, please.
I got a 25.
18.
Okay. So, Inari, you are kind of glazed over. You've gotten used to the boom, so you've got a good rhythm going, but it is like a lullaby rocking you to sleep now. John, you do a double take on one of the doctors that's helping people out. And you were like, and then you recognize that it is then you see the great coat off to the side, you see the pistol that off to the side, you see the wine bottle off to the side, and this guy is taking care of these people. You see him like take the wine bottle and make them drink some of it and then put it back, it's definitely Emmett.
I'm pulling a bullet at this time.
Yeah. Emmett's currently pulling a bullet out of somebody.
Nice. Well, that's the side I haven't seen yet.
I would have been helping with the triage as well.
Okay.
Hell yes. And I'll gladly take Hagan's help on healing. I mean...
Alright, go ahead and do, you said your
I'll take a 20.
Yeah, take a 20.
It allows me to heal a d4 worth in hit points.
Yes.
Along with doing my normal whatever heal action I'm doing, which will give me a 28.
Okay.
If Jay's helping me, that gives me a 30.
Okay.
On whatever it is I'm trying to perform.
Alright, so yeah, you're getting tired. The exhaustion is starting to really crush down on you. But your hands know what they're doing. They move on their own. It feels like to you, because now you're starting to really feel it. Your adrenaline is gone at this point. It's been long gone. But your hands just keep doing, and you're able to successfully pull the bullet. Make sure that there's no internal bleeding. Oh, yep, there's definitely internal bleeding here. You're gonna have to drink some of this. Sorry, it's gross.
or hang on, I need to heat up this piece of metal because I'm gonna have to solder that vein shut so you don't die tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
Bite onto this piece of leather. If you don't, you'll be seeing the gods soon.
So, yeah. That's what we got going on.
When I see them walk in, Da Elnari, you see them in the Alkalite quarters, the ones where we went to see. There are cots and mats. Go find one. You two look tired.
I'll wave to him and acknowledge it.
Okay.
I hold out the bottle.
And the child gets.
And the child takes it from you.
That's fine.
Yep.
We just went through zombie apocalypse.
Yes.
Who
So,
fucking cares?
we will close out this game session with I'm assuming that Nefera, when you realized that Yashirim was starting to lose it, you still followed him back to the church to stay safe, or did you decide to go out on your own?
No, one, I'm still trying not to be stabbed for a shambler, and two, someone reasonably awake needs to make sure those two didn't end up by the docks or in the sewers or...
Gotcha. Okay, great. So we will end this session with this is like a shitstorm of really terrible things happening, and you guys have all really stepped it up, even in, you know, in any point where a normal person would be like, I'm gonna go to sleep because I can't stay awake. You guys pushed through, and you helped a lot of people get to a point where they get to safety. And
Get to safety.
yes.
Yeah, I can definitely see me and Hagan's conversations as we have a wound open, and I explained to him that bullets fragment, and so you have to find all the fragments, and bullets have a general weight, and so we have a scale sitting nearby where there's one of my bullets sitting in it, and I'm pulling pieces out and dropping it in, and so he's watching, and then he's as well helping, looking for the pieces through the blood while sopping out blood and keeping the person safe, and
Magnets.
And I'm not just helping Emmett. Like, I'm going from patient to patient.
Excellent.
Using to to assist the as they sleep. How that works. You add hit points to them while they sleep or whatever.
Okay, great. So
you're checking on them, making sure that they rest well.
Yeah.
Right.
Putting a pillow over their face, John. Is that what
No.
I gotta go get the door. I'll be right back.
Okay, no worries.
And Nox is probably waiting for Nefera,
Yes.
the acolyte.
Yeah, there's no way that Nox was going to show herself
Yeah.
out there in the
She's
chaos.
like, well, wherever Nefera decides to settle, I'm pretty sure it's not going to be the acolyte quarters. I think she's probably going to go to some quiet place outside, shuck off the overrobe she's been wearing that's covered in.
You can you are following them in, and you realize that it probably might not be safe to be around a large group of people, especially people that are waking up in the morning and they see you.
Yeah.
But you remembered that Father Dumas has essentially a private garden inside the church itself, and so when you go there's a couple other people, but it's actually it's a very quiet and much peaceful, I guess is the best way to put it. In all of the chaos that has been around you for the past several hours, everything is just quiet.
And I've got Nox, and I've got this filthy robe off. I used what remains of it to wipe off my claymore.
Mm-hmm.
Put that next to me and just sit down.
Okay. Excellent.
Before we end.
Yes.
So as Inari and I are going off to find a cot, well, not a cot together, separate cots to sleep in. When I see she finds one, I'll say good night, sleep tight in Sylvan, and walk away.
Oh yeah.
I heard your entire rant.
That's awesome. Okay. So yeah, we will next game session we will pick up in the days after the siege. There's going to be a lot of cleanup that has to happen. There's going to be a lot of people that are looking for help. So we're going to explore that a little bit and then see where it takes us.
Maybe my boss is dead.
Maybe you're the boss.
Maybe I'm the boss now.
But we all doubt that.
Maybe I get a promotion.
No.
Awesome. Okay. Well, that's what I got. I think this is a good place to stop.
Hell yeah.
Yay.
Yes.
We killed stuff. We saved the
That was good.
world.
Yay! Yeah, you guys done good.
We're good people.
I mean, sure.
Well, you do good things, but I would not.
No.
My character is not a good person. That's why he is lawful neutral.
In the city of the blind, the one-eyed man is king. And we just happen to have partial vision at this point. So,
All right.
but you know,
Who wants to help me go hunt down child kidnappers?
I'm down.
Yeah, Nefera's. If she finds out
can
about
be
the
bait.
Griffins, you're definitely going to have a very sneaky and deadly ally.
you guys can use me as bait.
Oh yeah, that was one of my thoughts because you're a child. I was thinking Milo, but I was like, nah, that'd be too bad. I couldn't do
No,
that.
that's terrible.
There's no way I could use him as bait.
Yeah.
If
Like,
something
I
bad
can-
happened, I would be
I
sad.
can at least stab somebody and defend myself at least a little bit.
My first thought was put Hagan in a dress with little Goldilocks curls.
Yeah. That's a pretty big child steal.
Oh my goodness.
Next week for Shadowrun, I'll be driving to Michigan. I don't know if I'll be in the hotel room at that time
I have no idea what we're doing for Shadowrun.
or not.
I haven't thought of Shadowrun at all. I don't know what happened.
I just saw that was on the calendar, so.
Thank you for pointing it out, Sharzan.
You have a week to figure it out.
I have a week to figure out what the fuck I'm doing.
So I don't know if I'll be in the hotel room, but if I am, then I can play. If I'm still driving, I'm not sure.
I will contemplate all day tomorrow what's going to happen for Shadowrun, and I will post it so that you guys have an idea if I'm doing everyone or just a few people or what.
Okay.
I got to figure that out. Everybody's got a lot of shit they want to do, and I want to make sure to get through it all or at least have fun doing it. And I need to talk with Cassie about how she wants the schedule for the podcast to go up.
Mm-hmm.
Because we're, all the way up to August for our releases at this point in time.
Yep.
Awesome.
So there's that.
I can do mine on a different day if that's what you want to do.
Yeah, I was probably going to pitch that idea to you guys and see about doing it different days.
Yeah, if we have, let's find out who we need to have together, like to make whatever story thing work,
Yeah.
and then we'll go from there and
Yeah.
decide which days we want if people are available. So
Sounds good.
If you guys need, like, if you want to do my part separate, since I'm going to be out on the reservation and you need me for, like, a quick whatever during your game, just let me know. Like, Skype me and I can do some dice rolling like
Okay.
we usually do.
Mhm.
Yeah.
And I'm going to have to be available since, while Alan doesn't have a lot he wants to do, it seemed like everyone had a whole bunch of stuff that they wanted Alan to do.
That's
Yeah.
true.
Odysseus might need your help, and he definitely will pay you.
Yeah, right about now, Sarah and Robin's characters are needed for pretty much everybody's side story stuff except for Rhett's. And I think I really want to focus in on Rhett.
Yeah, because he
because-
hasn't really had an opportunity because he's been super sick. So
Yeah, he got sick again. He's been sick 3 times in the last,
no.
yeah, and we're not talking a cold.
Oh man, it's not a cold. He's had stuff, and that's not my place to mention what he's got, but he works as biomedical waste collector and
Collection and disposal.
And so when you think that stuff is like super secure when you go to the doctor's office and that box, no man,
No.
that should be nasty, he says. So
His job is paying for all that, right? Like all of his medical care.
you know
and
what?
everything?
That
Oh
stuff
my God.
we don't know. All
We don't
know is-
ask those questions.
Yeah, those are the
Yeah.
questions you don't ask.
Right.
So he's been super sick
asked
related.
him.
Well, I would like to ask him too, but I think that's beyond the personal zone that we've
that we
created
have
so
right
far.
now. Yeah.
I would just.
He's not-
ask anyway. Like, guess what? We're in the personal zone. Are you okay?
I'm swimming in your bubble.
Do I need to wear a face mask when I work with you?
Yeah.
Nice.
So I think we'll lean heavily on Rhett and his story,
Mm-hmm.
and then we'll go from there. As far as the rest of you guys go, we got a good idea what's going on, and then we'll do some side story, and then get back to taking care of Miss Van Zant
Yeah.
when that comes about with all the data.
Mm-hmm.
Get that bitch.
Taken care of.
Yep.
We're gonna swaddle her in some plastic wrap and give her some new cement shoes.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I mean, we're just gonna learn information about her and not do stuff.
We're just gonna talk to her.
Yeah, we're just gonna talk to her.
Prom dress made of chains.
Chainmail prom dress.
Yeah.
Yep. There
Very
you go.
nice.
All right.
It'll be chainmail and plastic wrap prom dress with
Yeah.
fancy cement shoes.
You know,
And then-
I knew a girl in high school that would wear that.
Throw her a bag. Cement shoes? We're gonna throw her in the bag?
Yeah, she would happily put cement on both of her shoes. She wore a saran wrap mini skirt to school several times. You know those colored saran wraps? She wrapped
Yeah.
it around her waist to make a mini skirt.
That's pretty.
Until it was like opaque.
Yeah.
'Cause
Wow.
That would just look like a bunch of pressed ham.
You
I
know.
want my butt to look like a leftover. I got you, fam.
Well, you know what? As a teenager, it was when I realized what the fuck I was looking at, that was rather hot because she had a really nice body. So for me, it was a massive
And then
turn
she
on.
get like all sweaty and
Yeah.
like saran wrap sliding all over the place, and
Yep.
You know what?
no, that's gross.
Yeah, still funny as fuck.
Yeah, I'm with you, Max. I think it would probably still be sexy.
It was sexy at that time. Don't wear saran wrap.
I wasn't planning on it.
Come on, Cassie.
No.
Next time you guys are down here, we'll just get a bunch of saran wrap and we'll
No,
wrap
no,
it
no,
up
no,
in
no,
Start
no.
turning.
No, no, no.
Amp it up.
It's gonna be an aluminum foil bikini.
Ooh, that sounds dangerous and stabby.
Don't go in the microwave.
Yeah, sparks. Sparks will fly.
Yeah, it's so
Yeah.
many sparks. Things will catch on fire. All right,
Okay.
we're done.
So, yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this
shit to go do.
random shenaniganery at the end of our episode.
I have a life.
He has a life, and I do too.
Does he?
Yeah.
Does he?
Yes.
I know.
We've got dog farts.
We've got dog farts.
I can't even.
Spades. It's disgusting. It's
I-
like John's milk farts, but with dog.
I'm really debating on whether or not we should leave this in the recording and just.
Fart again.
Oh, it just keeps happening.
It's so bad.
Okay,
It's so
I'm
bad.
leaving it in. All right.
Okay.
Thanks everybody for
Oh, God.
for continuing to stick with us. And hopefully we didn't scare you away. And we'll see you on our next installment of Iron Kingdoms. Bye bye now.
Go away. We have to go do stuff.
Yeah, that. Bye.